Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's been a couple days. Today is a kind of nice video. Fun for me because I get to go through and remember everything. So today we're going to be going through what's in my toolboxes. I've got 3 of them. This one, most of the stuff in this one is from Harbor Freight. Yeah, most of the stuff in this one's from Harbor Freight. The toolbox itself is from Harbor Freight. I got it for my birthday a couple months ago here. I got a little one that my uncle gave me, and then I've got a little rigid, the brand rigid, not like rigid solid. Rigid toolbox, and that's where all my cordless power tools are. I've got a bunch of corded power tools that my stepdad has given me. I'm a fan of the cordless. I like cordless tools more, even though you gotta mess around with the battery. I just like not having to deal with the cord and not worrying about cutting through a cord. Yeah, I don't like dealing with cords. I'm just not really a fan of it. So I've got the cordless tools. I'll go through those at another date. I just don't feel like pulling them all out. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So this first toolbox here is a Job Smart tool chest from Harbor Freight. And these are pretty much most of the hand tools that I normally use. First off, we've got a 16-ounce rip hammer. Nice little hammer. I like it. Just set that off to the side. Second, we've got all the literature, like instructional manuals from my power tools. Oh, and a Sawzall blade in there. I didn't know there was a Sawzall blade in there. And then jigsaw manual and jigsaw blades. I didn't know there was jigsaw blades in there either. Then I've got a bungee cord just to have it around. I've got hex keys. These are my Torx hex keys, Pittsburgh from Harbor Freight. These are SAE, standard American hex keys. And then these are my metric hex keys, also from Harbor Freight. This was a 3-set, about $8, I think. We've got the starter switch for my tractor. My tractor is a 1940 Ellis Chalmers B. This just sits up on top of the starter motor like this, and then there's a lever, and when you push the lever, the lever pins right there, and when you push the lever, it pivots down and pushes that button to engage the starter. I don't really remember what that is, so I'll just leave that in here. This is my 3/8 socket from Harbor Freight. This is my it's a little rusty. I don't know why. But this is my pry bar from Harbor Freight. It's a great pry bar. I like it. Then here, these are my impact socket adapters. Let me grab my impact wrench. I'll grab my bits when I pull the box out. But these just chuck into your impact driver or drill, and you can put socket bits on them. Sockets on them. So those are really handy. If you've got a powerful enough impact driver, it works the same as a normal impact wrench. Then here we've got a 1/4-inch socket extension. I'm a big fan. A lot of the stuff in here I got out of a mechanics kit at Harbor Freight, the Pittsburgh mechanics kit. And I'm a big fan of mechanics kits because you can, it's a lot of tools for cheaper, and it's less hassle knowing that everything's there instead of having to go and buy the individual pieces. Then I've got spark plug wrenches. I've actually got 4 of them, but one of them is one of them Pittsburgh. This one's Pittsburgh. This came with the mechanic set. This is the most common size. It's 5/8. I've got another 5/8. It's a cobalt. I don't know why I have 2 5/8 spark plug sockets. And this is the one for my tractor. It's from Advanced Auto Parts. I buy a lot of stuff from Advanced Auto Parts, especially automotive stuff, because my uncle works there, and we get 15% off. So this is the 13/16 spark plug wrench. This is my... Oh, I know why I have the cobalt one. I had a cobalt tool set that I found after I bought everything that was already in here. I just dumped everything from that in here. This is a 3/8 cobalt wrench. Then we've got adjustable wrenches, 4 of them. These were a set from Harbor Freight. There's a 12-inch, 8-inch, a 6-inch, and a 4-inch. Adjustable wrenches, crescent wrenches, really handy to have around. Then we've got a cobalt 3/8 socket extension right here. We've got a probably Pittsburgh 3/8 socket extension. Then we've got this little handy tool it's from Cobalt. It's got some nut drivers on here. It's got a bottle opener. It's got a little scraper. It's got a pry bar, and it's got a nail puller. So that's a handy little tool. Haven't really used it yet. This is my 10mm Pittsburgh wrench. So this needs to go down in my metric drawer. Yes, I do have a separate drawer for metric stuff in my toolbox. Let's see if we can close it. Here we go. Shoot. Shoot. Well, I'll deal with that later. We'll just kind of leave it there for now. But anyways, yeah, there's my metric drawer. Then this is a really nifty one I got from Tractor Supply. It's a dual-sided wrench. It's got 1/2 inch on one side, 3/8 on the other. Telescopes. It's got a hammerhead on each side. Then we've got my 1/4 inch wrench for little stuff. We've got my 1/2 inch one. Then we've got a little keychain screwdriver that's cobalt. So we'll set everything back up here. And just kind of toss the stuff in the top. Oh, and another thing that belongs on the top is my Comerlon Power Blade 25-foot tape measure from Tractor Supply. I really love it. It's got big numbers, high visibility. It's got stuff on the back too. So that's great tape. Great tape. We've got hammer. Just like that. Socket. Adjustable wrench. If you're wondering why I'm wearing gloves and I'm not even doing anything, it's because it's really cold out. I think the high today was about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, with wind chill down in the teens. So here we go. We're in my standard drawer. So these are my 1/4 inch sockets on a socket rail. Then my 1/2 inch sockets on a socket rail. I really like socket rails. Then I've got my 3/8 sockets on a socket rail. Then I've got some extras that couldn't fit on the socket rails. And I've got the whole assortment of combination wrenches, standard combination wrenches. So this is my metric drawer. I've got the 1/2 inch socket rail that I bought, but the mechanics kit I did not come with any 1/2 inch sockets. This is my 3/8 socket rail for metric. Then next we've got my 1/4 inch socket rail for metric. Then we've once again got the whole assortment of combination wrenches. And we've also got the random sockets that don't fit on a socket rail. These are my vise grips. I've got 3 of them, but one of them's stuck in there, as you can see. This is my pliers drawer, plier and screwdriver drawer. So yeah, vise grips, 3 of them. They've got really nice handles. And I've got whole assortment of pliers, mini needle nose, slip joint, cutters, needle nose, linesman pliers, and adjustable pliers. Then we've got insulated flathead screwdriver with clamp, two Phillips screwdrivers, stubby and a normal, and we've got 2 more flat-bladed screwdrivers. We've got a stubby flat-bladed screwdriver. We've got a small Phillips head. We've got another Phillips, another flathead, and 3 more flatheads. I hate flathead screws and pliers. I really do. So I'll do my final drawer, but I'm gonna see if I can deal with this first. So I'll be back in a minute. I got it. Okay, so I'll put everything back in the drawer here. That's going on the bottom. I'd much rather get a screwdriver out from back there than that pair of vice grips. We'll put these things back in this drawer. Almost done. Vice grips, pliers. I don't know if I've mentioned him on the channel before, but Buckin' Billy Ray Smith. He is a tree service guy. Not exactly sure from where. Pretty sure he's from somewhere up in Canada, but I'm not sure. But he is an amazing. He's an amazing logger, tree service guy, whatever you want to call him. His son's a great cameraman. But he's funny. He is. So, this is my last drawer of the big toolbox. These are snap ring pliers from Harbor Freight. And they've got 3 interchangeable heads. So you've got 2 of the straight heads. Then you've got 1 90-degree head and 1 45-degree head. I don't think you usually have to use them. Then we've got an oil filter wrench. A lot of people, or oil filter pliers. A lot of people use the strap wrenches for oil filters. I don't prefer those. I prefer these much more. Just a preference. So, see if we can get this toolbox locked. There we go. She's locked. So I'm going to get my small toolbox up here next, and we'll go through that. Okay, so you can tell this box is much smaller. My uncle gave this one to me. What I really like about this is, watch this. The front folds down, and you're able to get in it a lot better. So I've got two tool pouches. One is a DeWalt. The other is an AWP. I think this one's from Lowe's, the AWP. But I'm not exactly sure. Then I've got a little 8-ounce hammer that I've had since I was about 3. I've got and then the rest of the stuff in here came with it. This is a 16-ounce claw hammer. Feels like 16 ounce. Not exactly sure on that. This is a little snap-on precision screwdriver, flat blade Phillips blade. Then we've got a pipe wrench. Pipe wrenches are great, but they're really heavy, so sometimes they're too heavy. Then this is a long screwdriver. Then we've got a different type of chainsaw wrench, or spark plug. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, it's got this little handle. It's like an Allen wrench, only it's round instead of hexagonal. I don't know how to say that word. I know what it looks like in my mind, I just don't know how to say it. So yeah, I haven't used it. I like scrunches more. But I have a feeling it would work if I needed it to work. So yeah. Oh, I never even saw this in here. Then we've got a spark plug gap finder. Those are really useful. So I was going to go through my power tool bin, but I don't want to keep you guys sitting here for too long. So I'm going to cut the video off here, and sometime at a later date I'll go through all my power tools, including the corded ones. But anyways, my cordless power tools, they were a combo kit from Porter Cable. It was about $300. 8 tools, I think. Reciprocating saw, circular saw, oscillating tool, jigsaw, drill, impact driver, sander. There's probably something I'm forgetting. I don't know if I said reciprocating saw, but it came with a reciprocating saw. So I hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow over on Machinery Talk. And on Tuesday back here. I'm not sure what I've got planned for Tuesday. Oh, we're going over the Pliers Sportsman ATV. So that should be a fun time. I really like the Pliers ATVs. They're really nice machines. I haven't gotten an opportunity to test one out, but if one comes up, we're going to take it. Oh yeah. Maybe 2 things I'll do before this video ends. So this is my combination square. This was supposed to be in my toolbox, but it wasn't. Then this is my knife. I prefer this knife. It's a Smith & Wesson knife with a seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker on it. It's just a really nice knife. Nice ergonomics. Then this is a little folding saw I found at Tractor Supply. It came with another one. I don't like the other one, so I'm not going to show you guys the other one. But yeah, this is just a really nice little folding saw. And if you were out in the woods, if I made a sheath for this, this would fit perfectly on my forestry belt. But it fits perfectly in the back pocket too. I wouldn't want to sit on it. But it fits perfectly in the back pocket if you're walking around. So, yeah, it cuts great. The other one that came with it has got is longer, 2 to 3 times as long. It's got a curved blade, but the blade is curved too much, so you can't really do anything with it. It's really hard to cut with. Like I said, I'll see you Tuesday or tomorrow on Machinery Talk, and Tuesday back here. So please subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. Check us out on Facebook, and Instagram is coming soon. Share these with your friends. So until next time, bye for now. Oh, and P.S. These are my mechanics work gloves that I got at Advanced Auto Parts. They were about $16. I usually go through a pair of work gloves in about 4 to 5 months. These have lasted me 8 so far. So I'm really excited to see how long they last. The video is actually going to end now. So